guys, so today we're gonna hit our glute, also known as your booty. So the glute consists of 3 muscle groups. So you have your upper glute, your side glute, and your lower glute. There are 4 categories of exercises that you will do in order to make sure that all areas of the glute has been properly worked. The 4 categories are the thrust bridge category, which targets the upper and lower glute, the squat lunge category, which targets the lower glute and the quads, the hinge pull category, which targets your lower glutes and your hamstring, the abduction category, which targets your upper glute and your side glute. Now for this, the equipment that you will need are going to be plates, barbell, a bench or a box, a cable machine with an ankle strap, and dumbbells. From my experience, if you truly want to see a difference in your glute growth, I would target your glutes 3 times a week and make sure that you're eating. Okay, you need to feel those muscles in order for them to grow for you. Now let's get to work. So our first exercise is gonna fulfill the thrust bridge category, which works your upper and your lower glutes. So for this, we're gonna do hip thrusts. If you don't have access to a barbell or weights, you could just do single leg hip thrust. That's gonna be alternative exercise. So for the hip thrust, when you get your bench, try to make sure that you're gonna be literally parallel to the floor. You don't want your upper body to be like this, okay? You kind of want it to be like this on the bench. So you want to be straight, flat, parallel to the floor. And for us, because I'm short, I'm going to pick a box rather than a bench, just because I feel like it gives me that nice parallelness to the floor. When I'm going down into my hip thrust position, my shoulder blades are dug into your box, your bench, or whatever flat surface you have. And you're tucking your chin, and you're not arching your back. You want to have like a neutral spine. And when I hip thrust up, I'm pretty much kind of parallel to the floor. And this just allows you to engage your glutes a little bit better and be more stable. Okay, so now let's grab our weights. I have my barbell. I have my pad because I don't want to bruise my hips. I'm gonna go down, straight. I'm gonna dig in my shoulder blades. I'm gonna tuck my chin. I'm gonna pull in my barbell to where my hips are, and I'm gonna have my toes not be straight forward. I'm gonna have them kind of slightly pointed outwards. And remember, engage your core, do not arch your back. Now let's get into it. Feet are basically shoulder width apart, toes are slightly pointed outwards. When you thrust, remember to push through your heel. So as you can see, like when I go up, I'm kind of at a 90-degree angle with my knees, but it's kind of further out, okay? So that helps me target my glutes. If I bring my heels closer to me, I'm gonna feel it a little bit more in my quads and my hammies. So if you feel in your quads or hammies, try to move out your heel a little bit farther from your body. Our next exercise is gonna fulfill the squat lunge category. This is gonna target your lower glutes and your quads. So what we're gonna do is a glute-focused Bulgarian split squat. I know your favorite. The alternative to the Bulgarian split squat is going to be a reverse lunge. Okay, so for this, you don't want your bench or your box to be too high up. This works perfectly for me for hip thrusts and Bulgarians. When I go down, I'm kind of like at a hip level with my bench or my box, and my knee forms a 90-degree angle. Now, for this glute-focused Bulgarian split squat, when you have your dumbbells, you're going to kind of rotate towards your knee when you go down. So pretend that I have my dumbbells. I am rotating when I'm going down, and I'm coming up. When I go down and when I go up, I'm pushing through my heel, okay? If you have balance issues and you're wobbling, you could have a wider stance like this. So when you're at a wider stance, you're gonna be more stable. But if you're not struggling, then kind of shoulder width apart. You're gonna grab your weight, go down, twist, up, twist, up, twist, up. Okay, so if you're feeling this in your quads and not your glutes, it's because you're going straight up and down. So Bulgarian split squats, you can make a quad focus or you can make a glute focus. This is quad focus. I'm going straight up and down, up and down. To make a quad focus, when you go down and up, you want to like go towards the heel that's on the box, okay? Imagine that you're on an escalator, so you're going like this instead of like this. So to target my glutes, I'm sitting back into the heel that's on the box, and I'm going up like that. I'm going down, I'm going up. That's glute focus. This is quad focused. Quad focus, glute focused. Our third category that we're hitting is the hinge pull category. This is gonna target your lower glutes and your hamstring. The exercise that we will be doing is the Romanian deadlift, also known as the RDL. And as an alternative exercise, we're gonna replace it with a 45-degree hyperextension for your glutes. So for RDL, this is a one exercise that if you don't do it right, you're gonna injure yourself, your lower back will be screaming at you. So for RDL, you're gonna roll your shoulder blades back and down. You're going to engage your core. You're gonna keep your spine neutral. You are not going to arch your back like this at all. You're going to tuck in, engage core, and you're pushing your butt back as if you're trying to close a car door, and you're coming straight back. So you're hinging at the hip, and you're coming straight back. You're gonna also tuck your chin in. Engage your core, tuck your chin in. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Make sure your knees don't cave in when you come up and down. The last category that we're gonna hit is the abduction movement. Now, for abduction, your leg is moving away from your body. Abduction movements basically target your upper glute and your side glute. Now, our main exercise is gonna be the cable kickback, but if you don't have that, you're more than welcome to use the abduction machine. For the cable kickback, my attachment is all the way to the floor. And you're gonna pick a weight that's comfortable for you. I don't like to go too heavy for this just because my form is more important. You're gonna have your ankle strap right where your ankle is. I have it above my ankle. You're gonna take a step away so you have some resistance. My toes are slightly pointed this way, okay? It's not gonna be straight on, it's gonna be slightly pointed this way. Then you're going to have a neutral spine. You're gonna engage your core and you're going to push that heel to the ceiling. So I have a little bend on my knees. I'm pushing it up. I'm not going straight back like this. I'm pushing a little bit outwards this way when I go up. So it's like that. I'm pushing, I'm leading with my heel. And I'm pushing it towards the ceiling. You should feel this in your upper glute and your side glute. So that's all for today. That is our glute workout. If this video is helpful to you or to someone else, please let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if there's any workouts or explanation videos that you guys would like, please let me know so I can make them for you. Till next time, bye.